I'm Rachel Guerin. I am at the London Practical Farm Research Facility with Team Sales Agronomist Alex Johnson. Today we're looking at the treated versus non-treated study at the Practical Farm Research, and the treated is going to be our Escalate seed treatment.
All right, so I want to show you guys some of the above ground differences we're seeing with the Escalate treated soybeans versus untreated. You know, with tighter commodity prices, tighter profit margins, I do talk to some farmers that have thought about cutting costs and doing away with treatment on beans. This plot was planted early. April 18th is when we planted this study. Come over here, Tim. I want to show you some of the differences in insect feeding. In this untreated strip, you'll see the holes on the leaves, and this was even more pronounced early on the cotyledons. We had bean leaf beetles in here feeding pretty heavily. Over here on the treated side, you'll see a lot less holes in the leaves, and there was a big difference on that. I'll take you over here, Tim, and show you some pictures. These are pictures that I took early on in the trial. As the beans were coming out of the ground, we saw treated beans came out more uniformly and faster than the untreated. There was a very pronounced difference between untreated and Escalate treated. I showed you the bean leaf beetle. Here's a picture early on when the feeding was more severe. Here's the thing to think about. Just because you have treated beans doesn't mean that you have an insecticide in the treatment. Escalate comes standard with an insecticide, but there's other bean treatments out there that are just a fungicide package. So now Rachel's going to show us some of the things that she's seen below ground with this study.
All right, so in my hands I have two plants. On the right is going to be the Escalate treated seed, and on the left is the untreated seed. I want to show you two things about these plants. First, I want to show on the Escalate treated seed the development of the stem. It's got a thicker stem and a general healthy looking plant. On the left we have a shorter stem and signs of disease on the cotyledons. Below ground, we're going to have a better development of the secondary root system on the Escalate treated seed. And on the non-treated seed, there's a very weak secondary root system and signs of disease coming up. Also, the nodulation on the Escalate treated seed is far more advanced than the non-treated.
Rachel hit on something kind of interesting. As I've looked at a lot of soybean fields here in Ohio, there's a large percentage of them that have went in a little bit wet, not ideal conditions. And one thing I think we're going to see in the next couple weeks is we're going to see some yellowing on some of the new growth. As that trifoliate comes out, we're going to see a lighter color and some yellowing on some of those trifoliates. And what we noticed as Rachel and I pulled some of those plants, when we look at the root system on those that have a yellow color, the nodulation isn't as good. Some things that can cause that is moist conditions, compaction, a lot of those things we get when we plant not ideal conditions. It's just the way this spring went. It was a tough spring getting stuff in, and that's one of the things I think we'll see popping up here in the weeks to come. So something to look out for. So thanks for tuning in with us today. I'm Alex Johnson, Team Sales Agronomist with Beck's Hybrids here in Ohio. This is Rachel Guerin, one of our sales interns. Stay tuned for future episodes. Rachel will be showing us other trials here at PFR throughout the summer. So look forward, or keep an eye out for other videos this summer with Rachel.